glasses. I can hardly see with these, and I'm paying the new glasses off because they are incredibly expensive. And I was typing when the priest asked me what time Mass was, and I didn't check, and I had typed 8:30 instead of 7:30.
Wow.
So the poor man arrived, and everybody was waiting for him. So anyway, these things happen as you get older. I'm not going to preach on the Gospel of Luke because I've just preached on it a week and a half ago. So I want to take this sense from the book of the Revelation. Remember, it's all symbols, and symbols are very important. And as soon as you lose symbol language and symbol understanding, then symbols lose their meaning. You can see that now if you go around in Europe and other places where churches have been sold and people don't know why they've got, why have you got this picture here? Why have you got that picture there? So we're always in danger, especially if we don't look at the book of Revelation, of losing the symbol. Mount Zion, what was on Mount Zion? The temple. Okay. Mount Zion is where Isaac was supposed to be sacrificed. And so on Mount Zion stands the Lamb. Remember the writing of the timing of this writing. I'm not going to do Bible study with you. The timing of the writing is that the temple has been destroyed. So now John is seeing a new temple. And he's seeing that the temple is centered on the Lamb. Okay? Remember that the temple was centered on the Holy of Holies, which was supposed to hold the Ark of the Covenant. But that had already been stolen long before the time of Jesus. So we're seeing a new temple and a new sanctuary. And then he speaks about the 144,000. Now, the symbol language and number language in symbol language is very important. 12 tribes. 12 by 1,000, a big number. So whether there's going to be 144,000, I really don't think so. If there are 7 billion people in the world, 1 billion of those are Catholics. I really hope your odds are better. But the idea then is that it's from everywhere, from all the tribes, all the missions, all the territories they're doing. And we had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. You have that name written on your forehead? Massive. And we had his name and his father's name written on your foreheads. You have that name written on your forehead? Massive. And they had his name and his father's name written on your foreheads. You have that name written on your forehead? Massive. And they had his name and his father's name written on your foreheads. Name written on your forehead? Massive. And they had his name and his father's name. Something there on your forehead reminds us this is a song of heart. And those who follow the name on your forehead, massive. He is the first fruits. They know this is all about saying, center your life on Jesus. Remember that you're marked. Follow him. Quite simple. But sometimes symbol language is that. Remember, it's written at a time where people are beginning to be strongly persecuted throughout the known world at that time for their faith. I think we need to be doing the same because our world has lost symbol language. It's not lost it, it's replaced it. It's got a whole new set of symbols. So now you can say, I am triggered by the fact that I'm going to tell you a story because I tell stories. I was staying in Sea Point. If any of you know Sea Point, Sea Point used to be and still is a very Jewish area. It is now also a very vegan area. Not that vegans are like a tribe, but they sometimes are. And I went out to try and get breakfast. What a stupid idea. Because you can have toast, which I could have had at home. Because the vegans don't eat eggs or bacon, and the Jews don't have bacon. So, a lot of just yogurt. Let's then pray. For the whole church, contemplating in this last week of the year the vision of the heavenly Jerusalem, that our hearts may be stirred to desire what we now see only in secret and mystery. For the whole church, contemplating in this last week of the year the vision of the heavenly Jerusalem, that our hearts may be stirred to desire what we now see only in secret and mystery. For the whole church, contemplating in this last week of the year the vision of the heavenly Jerusalem, that our hearts may be stirred to desire what we now see only in secret and mystery. For the whole church, contemplating in this last week of the year the vision of the heavenly Jerusalem, that our hearts may be stirred to desire what we now see only in secret and mystery. For the whole church, contemplating in this last week of the year the vision of the heavenly Jerusalem, that our hearts may be stirred to desire what we now see only in secret and mystery. For the whole church, contemplating in this last week of the year the vision of the heavenly Jerusalem, that our hearts may be stirred to desire what we now see only in secret and mystery. For the whole church, contemplating in this last week of the year the vision of the heavenly Jerusalem,